also known as Fire It Up. I have a little horse with me, so that's kind of continued. So here's my family. Goodbye.
Water Street Glassworks has a Fired Up program that teaches kids how to blow glass and do soft glass, stained glass, mosaics, and all different types except for borosilicate. So my wife and I wanted to start here with our glass nonprofit and help donate and bring borosilicate glass to the Fired Up program.
Well, we are in the Arts District of Benton Harbor, Michigan, just outside of St. Joseph, Michigan, and alongside Lake Michigan. We got Water Street Glassworks behind us, which is a facility of glass art that teaches the Fired Up program, which is an after-school program for youth.
I started here in 2005 in the Fired Up program and really loved it. I mean, found my passion in glass. And then 2 or 3 years later, they hired me as the studio tech. So from there on, I got to meet with the visiting artists and learned a lot from that. So.
I'm the studio manager and I blow glass for my own work. We teach flame working, mostly bead making, glass blowing, fused glass, and stained glass right now. And I have incredible access to the studio here. It's an amazing art form. I love it.
I am the education director here, as well as a baby beginning glass blower. Several months ago, Laura and Dan came to us and said that they were just in love with the program that we have, our after-school program called Fired It Up. And they wanted to throw us a party and do a fundraising event for the kids. So that's why we're here for the last 3 days.
Dan P. called and asked if we would come out and do some borosilicate demoing for a bunch of kids that are trying to learn how to do stuff. They're opening a lamp working thing here that I was really excited to come down and show off what Boro can actually do.
I came here just because I wanted to be able to give my support to these kids, teach them about working borosilicate in a furnace, and to throw out some glass for them to be able to have to use once they start working on the torch.
This is the Water Street Glassworks, and they put on a Fire It Up program for kids to come in after school and basically get to work soft glass, and now they're trying to start a Boro program.
Oh man, there's so many things going on. It's hard to describe. Like there's Mark Vandenberg was in the hot shop playing with these kids, and Nathaniel Dark. They got a chance to work with them, and we were raging out here all night.
So I'm going to cut this 3 times, and then I'll need doors. I've been working with glass 16 years. Started off as a lamp worker for 5 years, and then started working glass at the Henry Ford Museum, where I still currently work and run the shop there, and make their product and other things. Yesterday in the hot shop, it's a great time, it's a great studio. People here are great. It's just good energy. Worked with some of the students. That's a cool program they have with positive impact on the youth around here, which I'm sure is just priceless for the people involved with it.
And they have began a revitalization program of Benton Harbor, Michigan, which has seen very tragic times in regards to financial and economic crises and other dynamics that have created a city that needs to get rebuilt.
Kids come after school, twice a week, and learn the art of glass making and the business side of art also. So it's a little local program that we have that we're super proud of.
So it's the concept of teaching a man to fish rather than giving a man a fish. And that's why we chose to come and help this program, because we felt that it was very important to work with the youth in the area. As the next generation comes in, that will be the next generation to build a stronger community. And as they're trying to rebuild the Benton Harbor community, these youths will be able to take what they've learned here and become more self-sustaining and mature community members.
I think it's important that they learn, from some experienced instructors like Jason and I and Nathaniel, and it gives them an opportunity to work hands-on with people who have a decade of experience, and Nathaniel obviously has experience in the hot shop as well, so he was able to communicate very well with the students who are used to soft glass and give them the pointers of the differences between borosilicate and soft, because I myself have only been lamp working borosilicate for the past 9 or so years. So that was very important to have Nathaniel here.
I'm here just to help raise money and just basically to show them what we can do with boro as well as with soft glass. So I got to spend some time in the hot shop and make a few fun things, and then just light it up on the torch and do my thing, and answer questions and give out information and try and get these kids excited about doing lamp working. And it's just been a blast. Everybody here was awesome. Everybody's so nice, and just happy to be here, happy to help.
We had donations for clear glass from EU Glass, ABR Imagery. We had Glass Torch Technologies donated torches. We had color from Glass Alchemy, Glass Origin, so many sponsors. Blast Shield gave gift certificates, Whale Apparatus. Basically, with all these donations, we were able to put on this event to be able to blow glass, make a bunch of pieces and raise money, and then all these leftover raw glass supplies will help them start their Fired Up program and begin their journey with borosilicate.
Watching some borosilicate glass blowers, thank you, do what they do, which is not anything I've ever done before. So it was pretty amazing to watch them work with a different type of glass and see the different abilities and limitations of that glass in a torch. So different than what I do when I do my studio work.
Basically, I was just making large demo pieces, taking boro, blowing it up as big as I can, working it, trying to show the properties of how boro can cool down and still be worked to made into a piece without cracking it, or the stresses that they have to deal with in soft glass compared to what we do is a whole nother world. So trying to actually show them what stresses are what is a big deal, like being able to make a huge vase 3 foot tall that you cool on the bench and then put all together at one time is something they don't have the luxury of doing.
Ain't over yet.
I learned how to make the fish while I was in France, summer of '99, and it's just one of the things that I love to do, love making them. They're a lot of fun, and so you just kind of start with a round vessel, flatten it out, add some eyes, add some fins, put some motion into the body, and break it off. Grind and polish it when it's done, man. It's just a blast to do.
Set for a table setting, a handkerchief style bowl, set of tumblers and napkin ring holders, and Jack in the Pulpit, all kind of in a fall theme colors. So hopefully it sells and raises some money here in the silent auction this afternoon.
I got to collab on a marble with Mika. She's one of the graduate students here who used to do soft glass beadworking, so this is her first attempt with borosilicate. She had a blast. I taught her how to do an implosion, and we made a marble with it, so we got a collab marble made for her first time on the torch.
I was showing them how to pull rod out of the furnace just by pull their own 7mm rods, so that way they can melt down color, pull out their own rods, and then use them for whatever they want to use them for. So that way they can utilize their scrap.
Muhala? Oh, he's wanted to make a swan, so he's on the long path of gobbletry, which could be the toughest path to follow in glass making. But yeah, it was fun working with him, giving him a shot, walking through it. then showing him what he needs to do, and then giving him another shot and walking him through it again, and you can see the huge improvement. You got a sense of the personal satisfaction that he was able to get out of the experience.
Soft glass, the hot shop's incredible fun. Watching Eli and the crew around here just do some crazy big stuff. Like, I thought I could go big. I'm nothing compared to what these guys get to have fun doing. So it's really cool, all the vibe that they have going on of just trying to be open and learning and sharing with everybody is absolutely incredible here.
Mark's awesome. Had a blast. He's a well of information. You know, got to watch him do a few new techniques for me that I've never really seen. So, and just exchange ideas and just talk to him. Just a really down-to-earth guy, really nice, and really open and honest about what he's doing and how he's doing it.
This is like a good stepping stone for a borosilicate worker to get to understand what hot shopping is all about, because this moves so much slower that, you know, it's a good crossover.
So coming from the lamp working side of things to begin with, I always felt I fall in the middle, where I'm not a lamp worker or even, you know, the pipe maker, and I'm not and then hot shop people don't even look at me so much as a hot shop person. I've had that strange dichotomy over the years. For me, you know, both worlds are great, so I like to spend time with both groups of people. You know, crossing over the different techniques, it's fun to figure out, because I know the pipers came out of looking at the Venetian stuff saying, I gotta learn how to do that, I gotta figure that out at the torch. And now the Boro guys, girls have taken that medium to a level where now it's kind of like, how do we take that back into the hot shop now and get the cross benefits of both. So that's really where I've kind of started to go, is figure out how to use the torch in the hot shop and combine the best of both worlds, really.
The amount of raw material that we got for these kids in clear glass, I think it'll last them at least a year or more. They have plenty of stuff to do, and Glass Alchemy's donation left a ton of color, Origin glass. They got 20 pounds of frit, and we used that in the Boro furnace. So we pulled out tubing and color rods for these students. The custom color is, you know, only created here with Justin from Glow Light Glass. He's also one of the sponsors who donated over 5 pounds of his Glow Light glass, and so it was very exciting. They'll be left with a whole lot of things to do: torches, glass, gift certificates to order more stuff, get tools, and you know, really start their borosilicate journey off right, on the right foot.
I feel like we've just added another whole family. Not just the medium of glass itself, because Boro there's things you can do with it you can't do with soft glass. But everybody who came here, they are so awesome. I expected maybe a few divas, but what I found instead was a new family of friends.
Oh yeah, that was incredible. Those kids, first day on, they're pulling color rods, something I didn't get to do till 12 years into it. And then also they're on torches, just no fear, jumping right on, loving it, spinning out flares, using centrifugal force. It was great.
Just watching these kids actually grab glass and fire up a torch and really, you know, be creative with it, it's limitless what they can do. And I think just their young inspiration will take them into areas that we aren't even imagining, you know, and that's what it's all about.
I think they were pretty blown away by it, because it was so different. They've worked in hot shop, and so that's a totally different type of glass, and totally different types of process, different consistency, texture, fluidity. I mean, so it was just totally different for them. I think it just pretty much blew their mind a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knew what was coming. We had never thrown an event like this before, or hosted an event like this before. So, and you know, to be honest with you, our Boro community here is non-existent. You know, we don't have any Boro workers. So it was cool. It was nice to see, you know, people from around the country come in and It was really great. You know, a little more exposure for the school.
The best part of the whole weekend has been seeing the kids watch the artists and also interact with them. When they actually, got to put their hands on the glass and start spinning it and use that torch that's even hotter than anything we have here, over 3,000 degrees. Their faces and just their confidence in doing it, I could see it just like grow right in front of your face. They were really patient. They spent a long time here over the last 3 days, 11 to 9 for 3 days and all day today. And so watching them pull cane out of the furnace and get to actually, make marbles was just the best part of the whole thing.
I look to see these kids, in the Boro world for the rest of their lives. They'll get the bug and that's it. They'll be on the torch for life.
This is really cool.
This is amazing. It'd be more amazing when I take off the wrapper. Come on, you stupid little wrapper.
Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Oh, this is great. This is awesome.
Thank you, GTT, for doing this to Water Street Glassworks.
Yo, what's up? Is that the Whoops It shirts?
Whoops It.
Yeah. See 'em.
Great Lakes Art Society shirts.
Dude, those are
Whoop. Thanks, Troy. Whoops It.
Yeah, dude, those are good.
The woman style shirt for Laura.
I don't know where that rumor came from. I don't know what a STEM girl is. Yes, I'm the STEM girl. Working with Eli is one of the most amazing things that's ever happened to me. I did a lot of solo glass blowing for several years. And Eli was in our Fired Up program and when he was 12, now he's 20 and he's an incredible glass blower and I have access to his skills. And he's very inspiring, so it's a lot more fun to work with someone than to work alone. And we work very differently, so it's good for both of us. It's good exercise for both of us. And we're in full-on production of pumpkins right now, which is starting to get a little monotonous, but it's really excellent skill building. And he has been making the pumpkins and I've been bringing the stems, hence STEM girl. STEM girl. Pumpkin.
Pumpkins are our production series that we do every year. They're a big fundraiser here. Pumpkins are grown locally. That's a big industry for our area. So people like the novelty of collecting these from year to year. Our designs change. Our quality improves every year. So people really like to see what we have to offer in that. And then the funding that comes from selling those pumpkins goes right back into the kids and funding the school and keeping the furnaces lit. And so it's a pretty big deal for us to be able to sell that much inventory that fast. Whereas if we do other items, sometimes they sit on the shelves a little bit longer.
I like the way they actually blow through the glass. Because watching the glass blowers, they blow through pipes. I guess it's just like a distance thing, so they wouldn't be touching the glass. And they're touching the glass. And I really like that. I really like it. Because this is like really in-depth sculptural art.
Fired Up is an amazing program. Borosilica, great demonstration, wonderful skill to learn. And I'd love to see it again sometime. I wish these guys would come back soon. Mark is an experienced glass blower. He's a master glass blower. And he taught me a technique on making a swan. That was really inspiring, encouraging. He was really thorough about it, so I know a lot more than I did then. It was probably one of the best moments that I've seen to work with a master glass blower.
Look at underneath it, there's a lot of foliage there. This is incredible. Beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.